In the 2021 NFL Draft, the Jaguars had the easiest pick to predict at pick number 1 overall, and that was quarterback Trevor Lawrence out of Clemson. Then at pick number 25, when the Jaguars drafted Travis Etienne, we all kind of scratched our heads a little bit. Getting a running back, we all weren't really sure of it. But then at pick number 33, I thought was the most surprising to Jaguar fans out there, and that was after the Jaguars drafted cornerback Tyson Campbell out of the University of Georgia at the first pick in the second round. We all were kind of confused because we said, look, we already have CJ Henderson and Shaquille Griffin. Where is he going to fit in our defense? In this video, we're going to discuss. To start the 2019 NFL season, the Jaguars had one of the best cornerback duos in the NFL with Jalen Ramsey and A.J. Bouye. However, just a few weeks later, A.J. Bouye demanded to be traded, and after the conclusion of the 2019 season, A.J. Bouye was traded to the Denver Broncos for a fourth-round pick. And then the Jaguars were very weak at the cornerback position. Last year, especially after CJ Henderson got injured, we were kind of trotting guys in and out, not really knowing what to do. However, going into 2021, just 2 years later, it looks like cornerback might be a real strength on a team. The Jaguars invested the number 9 overall pick in a 2020 NFL draft on cornerback CJ Henderson, who was pretty good his rookie season, although he did battle some injuries. And then after the conclusion of the 2020 season in 2021 free agency, the Jaguars went out and gave a 3-year contract to cornerback Shaquille Griffin out of the Seattle Seahawks. So we looked at it and said, look, we are pretty much set at cornerback, and we went out and looked, okay, we need safety, we need defensive line, we need offensive line, we need maybe wide receiver, we need all these different positions. And we didn't really entertain getting a cornerback this early in the draft. I really thought that pick was pretty much off limits, but the Jaguars surprised us all, obviously, and drafting cornerback Tyson Campbell with that 33 overall pick. So how does this fit in with our defense? What is our defense going to look like? When you look at these guys' measurables, CJ Henderson is 6'1", and he ran a 4.39 40-yard dash. Shaquille Griffin is about the same, 6 foot. He ran a 4.38 40-yard dash. And Campbell comes in at 6'2", running a 4.34 40-yard dash. So really, Campbell pretty much has the better really stats when it comes to that. When you look at our cornerbacks, we have some lengthy cornerbacks, and we also have some speedy cornerbacks. Now, the NFL nowadays is run really in a 3-cornerback system, especially now with this becoming a passing league. You're bringing in a third cornerback a lot of the times, and sometimes they're even bringing out the dime coverage, where it's essentially 6 cornerbacks on the field at a time. So we all knew that, okay, I guess we drafted a slot cornerback with this pick. So what really is the future of this position? Now, both CJ Henderson and Shaquille Griffin are both under contract through the year 2024. So no, they're not going to be moving them around much. And then Tyson Campbell, obviously, he's going to be on a rookie deal. So we have these guys really under the Jaguars, under contract for the next several years. So the Jaguars should be pretty stout at that position. But it's all about where are these guys going to play. When I look at it, I think that when the season starts, we're going to have Tyson Campbell really play the nickel cornerback spot the most. I guess he provides us a good amount of speed, although usually you don't have guys at 6'2" playing the slot cornerback spot. And one thing that we were all surprised about when we made the pick, we were all pretty concerned about CJ Henderson. We were like, is there something wrong with him? Is he starting to be phased out of this team? Like, where is he in the future plans of the Jaguars? But Urban Meyer did put that at rest. He has a lot of faith in CJ Henderson. He's having apparently a very good offseason. And one thing that made me feel pretty good is that CJ Henderson did just finish his degree at UF. So I feel like he's got to be in a pretty decent mental space right now, going back to school and finishing up his degree. But I feel like at the beginning of the season, we are going to have Shaquille Griffin and CJ Henderson play both of the outside cornerback spots. And then we are going to have Tyson Campbell play the nickel. I think that Tyson Campbell, they're going to be using him on a lot of blitzes. That's what they've done with really the past couple cornerbacks with DJ Hayden and Aaron Colvin, and both of them were pretty, decent at that. But they were more of the cornerback, the nickel cornerback size. So I sit here and wonder, is the eventual plan when the Jaguars start the 2022 season, is Tyson Campbell supposed to play outside and maybe we move CJ Henderson to the inside? I really think that this is the perfect three-way competition. A lot of times, competition is a fake thing. You go and look, quarterback competition, but we all know what's going to happen every year with the quarterback position. And it's similar with really pretty much all the other spots on the team. And really the only players battling out are players for the 5th or 6th or, into the roster kind of spots to kind of compete for the team. But I wonder the direction. I wonder really what the plans are for the Jaguars at these spots. I think to start out the season, CJ Henderson and Shaquille Griffin are going to play both of the outside cornerback spots, and then Tyson Campbell is going to play the interior. So it'll be really interesting to see how this plays out. But one thing that I do know is that we are a lot better depth-wise this year than we were just a year ago. Last year, we were trying out guys like CJ Henderson. We had Sidney Jones play a good amount. And then we just had a bunch of just random guys that I can't even remember in my head right now. It wasn't very good. So we'll see how all this plays out. I'm very excited to see this, man. We got a whole new defensive back unit when we bring in also Rayshon Jenkins and Andre Sisco to this whole mix. And one thing that Urban Meyer did also note is that Tyson Campbell is a very versatile player. He can also play safety, I guess. I don't see that happening. Maybe there's different packages for him where you can come in and there are certain assignments to him, but I can't imagine bringing a rookie in here and then teaching them cornerback and safety. I just, in the NFL, you pretty much had to specialize in a position and then you have to roll with that. So I don't see that happening, but we'll see. Very excited to see how this all plays out. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are when it comes to what they're going to do at the cornerback spot. Thank you guys for watching. Go Jags. You guys watched the whole video. Really appreciate that. You guys can subscribe to the channel for the best source of Jaguars news on the YouTube platform. Also follow me on Twitter and Instagram at UCF_Jaguar. And you can become a member of the channel for as low as $3 a month for exclusive channel content. Thank you guys, and go Jags.